in the dark, dim and distant voices of the past. And I've seen so far into the night and lingered in the land of no light. Far beyond the shrouded hours of dawn, through the mist of daybreak I was born. But the day was clouded still by night, leaving me in the land of no light. Comes to every man and lingers while he reaches out his hand, and he cannot know how it will end till he finds out if he has a friend.
Wow.
Oh, this was another good song on this album after the first one. It has its twists and turns. I have no clue what it really tries to say. It's more on those fantasy,
Echoes and
dreamy lines. But great music. That organ sound of Uriah Heep is so wild that you really, tickles your fancy. It makes you start imagining things while you're listening to the music. The vocals and the organ sound is such good chemistry between the two of them, between those two sounds, the vocalist and the keyboardist, organ player, whatever you want to call him. Such good chemistry between them that it's like a trademark Uriah Heep sound. Many other bands may have built their music based on Uriah Heep's trademark sound, and that came later, which had the organ and the vocalist playing such a pivotal role. I don't know if the organ player and the vocalist are the same or what, but wow. These two things really stood out for me. The chemistry between the organ player backing up the vocalist so well throughout the song, just phenomenal.
I like that moment. I don't know whether it was the organ or it was a piano, because when the vocalist was singing and the piano, it felt like that was playing. Organ, of course, was playing throughout, towards the end, of course, more pronounced. But there was a moment when only the piano sounded right, and then the vocalist, they only both were there, and it was going on. It sounded super good. Everything else in this song was good. I don't know what about the vocalist of Uriah Heep, but he just has such a easygoing voice. His voice is so easy to listen to that anything he's singing, every line, it just sounds good. Whether the lines make sense to me or not, that is irrespective. It just sounds good on the ears the way he sings. You feel like just repeating after him. Not too many musicians may have that appeal or have that effect on a listener that you want to sing along with them. He's a charmer when he sings. That's what I can. The most appropriate word seems to be that, a charmer, or what do you call those people who
Snake charmers.
attract people towards them.
Magnetic.
Yeah, whatever.
Charisma.
Charismatic. His voice is charismatic. That you just want to listen to it and just you just follow him. You just want to repeat after him. I don't know whether it's written also easily. Every sentence is so short, 3 to 4 words a sentence. That's what it's there on the screen, and I can see at max 4 words a sentence that is used. As a lyric writer has used only 4 words to 3 words a sentence. That becomes very easy for a listener to just sing along.
I would like a TV show to be made, on a topic. It's one of the good times to discuss it because you're listening to a very wayward album. Every song is totally different from the next. There are some connections to the sunrise here and there and the morning.
There was more sunrise here
and fantasy themes. One show that I would like, and maybe for a few seasons so that fans all over the world can get a good idea of how this works. A show that looks at the lives of bands while they are not on tour and while they are making these albums. What is their daily schedule like? How do they record things? Who do they spend time with? What kind of diet do they follow? What is their lifestyle like during those months, of recording an album like this? How do they just chill out? What is their room like? What is their home like when they chill out? Do they rent a home somewhere far away from town where there's silence and they can jam for hours on end and do whatever they want and party the remaining hours of the night? What is their life like? I have a kind of a feeling because I grew up and there were 2 bands who used to practice. Of course, they're very amateur bands, not at the level of Uriah Heep, but they used to practice, and one of them incidentally became very big. One of the biggest bands in India, rock bands, Pentagram. So they used to practice around my place, building next to mine. And then there was another band later on, and now where we live here, there's a band that practices on weekends. So yeah, I'm used to that, but what is the life of these big bands? I don't want to know about solo artists.
When they gear up to.
I don't want to know about solo artists. I want to know about bands. How do they gel? What is their chemistry like? Are they like 2 people who are really good friends and the remaining 3 are just like on the ring?
Extras.
What is the chemistry like? What is the relationship like in the band?
How are they going?
There's very little that is said about this. Even today with social media, we have no clue how bands operate. We have no clue. We don't know how they live their lives, what they do, how they gel, how they work, on off season when they record these albums. What is their life like? Do they go on a vacation and then record an album at a vacation place? What is their life like? That would be really, really interesting, especially for bands like Uriah Heep. Maybe digging deep into their journals, someone who knows them and is still around. What was their life like? And build a really good show around it. Take around 10, 12 bands and merge their lives together and make a good show. A reality show, I mean not a reality show, but a show.
Reality show would be interesting. Right?
Reality wouldn't be possible. And then, in the name of reality, of course, they want to show things that are unreal.
So much drama.
They want to show things that are unreal. So we will never know what their real life is like.
Yeah. But
so make a show, take tidbits out of the journals, people, perhaps some manager who knew how these big bands lived, how they operated, who they spent time with. Did they have their girlfriends, wives along with them in the next room? Did they chill out and play cards? Did they chill out and hang out? Would they go out for a walk, shopping, while these people practiced? Did they come back, spend the afternoon together? Did they have parties in the night, barbecue? Who knew? What was their life like? That would be a thrill to know, don't you think? It would be a great concept for a show.
I guess we are
If any of you guys know a show producer, I know a few bands here and I definitely can get to know other bands because of the work that we do online as well as on YouTube. So yeah, definitely we can write a good script, and with the help of AI, of course, but keeping it real. Can you just think of something like that? If you have any connection to these big studio producers, come up with a show like that. I promise you, it will be a great show.
It will be.
There will be many who will watch it, especially if you are taking inspiration from big bands like these.
Unfortunately, the big band artists, the members, are pretty old now. So I don't know whether they'll
I'm
be.
saying don't make a show on them. Make it on the younger days.
Yeah, but then how do you make them perform?
Not them. I'm not
They
asking you to
don't.
take
Okay.
them. I'm saying actors. I'm saying it's not a reality show.
Okay.
It's actors.
Okay. Right.
Actors and actresses. What is their life
It
like?
sounds interesting. I mean, I would love to know that too.
You know, especially
But then
when
I
these
feel the timing
big
is.
music fest are there, and you have like bands like Scorpions and Rammstein from Germany or Europe, and you have some big bands from US, some big bands from UK, some big bands from Finland. What is the life like, during those fests? Those fests last for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes bands come in 2, 3 days, 4 days earlier to practice. What is their life like, Nobody knows. Nobody really knows, apart from what they choose to post on social media or in the news.
That's true. Just for the
We don't know
promotion.
their real life. It is time we make a show about this, because this is something that is so hidden. It is so secretive. And perhaps we'll get an idea why they think this way. Why do they come up with Spider-Woman, and why do they come up with such fantasy ideas? We'll get a better idea about them.
It's only when they are honest about it.
So you have to make a show. You have to make a show based on people who
Everything.
know how bands live.
It's not a wrong time to do that, because back in the day, if they did, maybe the charm would be over. But now,
And who
it
knows,
won't be.
it may restart a rock revolution. One show, one great idea can change the world.
Connect.
And that's what I firmly believe. One great idea is worth $1 billion in today's world. So it's something that you can do. I've heard a couple of ideas, and I've really had a lot of success with them in my career. I believe that there's a power in an idea, and there should be an idea like this out there, because this is really, really missing. No one knows. I can tell you with a lot of surety. Of course, managers may have a good idea, of course, but no one, and band members, but no one really knows how bands overall operate. How do they live? How do they make their music? How do they spend their time? That would be a great inspiration, and it would actually, I'm repeating myself, it would start a revolution. Literally, it would start a revolution in rock music. With that, we'll move to the next song.
Rain.
Yeah. Think about it.
Sunrise.
And share your
rain.
comments if you heard it properly and you didn't just take a break while I just started about this. Share your comments about this idea.
It's raining outside, but that's not unusual. But the way that I'm feeling's becoming usual. I guess you could say the clouds are moving away from your days and into mine. Now it's raining inside. It's kind of a shame, and it's get into me, happy man. Why should you want to waste all my time? The world is yours, but I'm mine. Rain, rain, rain in my tears, measuring carefully my years. Shame, shame, shame in my mind. See what you've done to my life. Rain, rain, rain in my tears, measuring carefully my years. Shame, shame, shame in my mind. See what you've done to my life. See what you've done to my life.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
What a
This felt so
beautiful
good.
ballad bang in the center of the
Yeah.
album. You know, what a good song. This was one of the best songs I've heard in recent times. It's so soft, it's so gentle, it's so well controlled. The vocalist has really shown his skills on this one, his artistry literally on this one. The way he controlled his voice, the way he sang each word. Wow, this was so beautiful. The rain on the outside as well as the rain on the inside felt so good to hear on my ears. It was such a beautiful song. It was so nice. It's one of the best songs, really. Best ballads, rock ballads.
Uriah, he
I don't know if this song has been covered, but it sounds very familiar. I'm not sure if I heard this only in the past or I've. But it sounds very familiar, this song, Rain. But I'm not recollecting. Maybe it was in a movie or a show or something. But I've heard that rain bit somewhere.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. The way two times he says rain, rain, it does sound familiar, but there are so many rain songs that we could easily mix them up. I like the way he sings. I mean, Uriah, he definitely has a versatile vocalist. I'm liking the moment it started, the whole album started. I didn't realize whenever we reacted to Uriah Heep in bits and pieces, this is what happens when you listen to an entire album in a go. You get to know the artist, their abilities, what they bring forward in the group or in the band, and everything, their contribution and everything, what is the signature sound like, or what they do exactly. You get to know so much more about the artist along with the band, not just one song. So it's easy to react for us to react to one song here and there, or one popular song, or one wonderful song which everyone likes. But when we sit and react to an album, I've realized that we get to know about each member and each member's contribution in the band. Then we have a better idea how does the band perform. And I'm getting to know the band today for the first time. I'm realizing it. Wow, they have an amazing amazing vocalist here. He has performed every single song consistently. This one was this is the top of the thing by far. This one aces all the songs, all 4 songs that we have already reacted to. The 5th one is shown his real caliber. The way he sang this one, it was all about him. For this one, there was hardly anything else apart from the. I thought there was a piano and the organ both playing at the same time. I could be wrong, but I felt both the instruments are playing at the same time. It's not just the organ, but there is a piano that is playing along. I could be wrong, but it's just that it feels that way. I like the sounds of both the things. If it is done purely on the organ, that would be amazing. But it sounds like there are two people. One is playing the piano and one is also playing the organ.
We may
and
have
he's
the
singing.
lineup, right? There's no lineup.
I doubt. I'll have to check. That. But it sounds great. It sounds great. This one was dreamy. Where the moment he sings, it's dreamy. You just wanna just be in the song. It's captivating. It's enthralling the way it is created. And again, I have to emphasize that everything so far has been simple. The way it's written is simple. It's easy. It's every man's language kind of a thing. There's nothing complicated about it. Whether all of the sentences put together always make sense or not, that's a secondary issue. But the way selection of words are done, it's done for even a child who can understand, oh, this sentence means that and that means that. I don't know. It's just watered down. What is it said? What is that? Watered down, right? Yeah. Sometimes, when you're facing camera, you lose your phrases. That also happens. But this was amazing. This is by far one of the great songs in the past 1-2 months that we have reacted to, especially when it comes to vocals.
Yeah, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with the remainder of this album.